Download and upload more than ever before with an ultra-fast fiber connection. With 3 simple steps, you can be the one with an SLT fiber optic connection. Visit slt.lk.
Tonight, setback or strategy? Leader of the House, Minister Lakshman Kiriyala, announces another postponement to the debate on the national government. No end in sight. The Government Medical Officers Association calls for the President's intervention of the imported milk powder saga.
We have requested His Excellency the President to take over the Health Ministry because there has been mishaps which has been happening.
A lunar phenomenon. A super snow moon set to light up tonight's sky. Plugging the leak. Minister of Sports breaks silence over how the post-match celebration video of the Sri Lankan cricket team recently went public. All that and much more coming up on First at 9 this Tuesday, the 19th of February 2019.
From Ada Derana, this is Ada Derana First at 9. Live from Studio 24 in Colombo.
Good evening and welcome to First at 9. I'm Dhamke Kanaikan. Let's start you off with your local stories. The United National Party recently declared that it had formed a national government and brought a proposal to the Parliament to increase the number of ministerial positions to 48. Although the subject was to be taken up for debate on the 7th of this month, UNP decided to postpone it to later this week. Speaking to Ada Derana in such a backdrop, the Leader of the House, Lakshman Kiriyala, however, said that the party has decided not to take up the relevant debate during tomorrow's parliamentary sitting as well. Kiriyala went on to say that he is expecting further instructions on the matter from the Leader of the UNP, Ranil Wickremesinghe. Now, the Galle Magistrates Court today ordered the remand of Inspector of Police Kapila Nishantha de Silva, who was attached to the Special Investigations Unit of the Southern Province until the 27th of this month. Inspector Kapila Nishantha was arrested by the CID yesterday over the disappearance of 2 businessmen in Radgama of Galle. Family members of the kidnapped duo say they were kidnapped on the 23rd of January by several people clad in police uniform from the residence of one of the victims. They added that they received a letter through registered post by an unknown party stating that the duo was abducted by police officers attached to the Nupe police station and were killed during an assault. With that development, the Inspector General of Police took measures to hand over the case to the CID on the 13th of this month. Accordingly, the arrest of Inspector Kapila Nishantha de Silva happened yesterday and was remanded today. In the meantime, Leader of the Opposition, Mahinda Rajapaksa, holds the government responsible over the recent disappearance of the 2 businessmen. He expressed these views responding to questions raised by journalists following an event in Tangle today.
පාර්ලිමේන්තුවේ ඉන්නවා කියලා ඇමතිවරුයි මන්ත්‍රීවරුයි කුඩු ගහන කොකෙන් ගහන කට්ටිය ඔය ඉතින් කොකෙන් ගහන කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා නම් ඒක ප්‍රසිද්ධිය කියන්න ඕන මේක මේ පාර්ලිමේන්තුවේ ඉන්න ඔක්කොටම චෝදනා කරන්න බෑ කැබිනට් මණ්ඩලයේ ඉන්න සියලු දෙනාටම චෝදනාව ඉදිරිපත් කරලා තියෙනවා ඉතින් ඒ කට්ටිය දැනගන්න ඕනේ මේ කැබිනට් මණ්ඩලය බේර ගන්න කොකෙන් ගහන ආණ්ඩුවක් එක්ක කොහොමද කොකෙන් නැති කරන්නේ ඉතින් පළාත් සභා මැතිවරණය මොනවා වේද පළාත් සභා මැතිවරණය වහාම තියන්න ඕන එහෙම නැත්නම් පාර්ලිමේන්තු මැතිවරණය තියන්න ඕන ජනාධිපතිවරණයට අපි සූදානම් ඕන මැතිවරණයකට අපි සූදානම්.
Now, moving on with other stories, UPFA parliamentarian Susil Premajant is critical of what he identifies as questionable policies adopted by the Sri Lanka Institute of Information Technology. He charges that the slice from Slit's profits, which should be contributed towards the Mahapola Fund, is used to purchase bonds. Addressing media at the office of the opposition leader in Colombo today, the parliamentarian was quick to highlight the enormous losses incurred by the Mahapola Fund. SLIT was maintained by the Mahapala Fund since its inception. SLIT generates enormous profits. A certain group has taken control of the institution as a result of the institution's adoption of questionable policies. Dr. Vijayadasa Rajpaksha, speaking to Ada Derana during the program 360, said that the Mahapala Fund incurred losses amounting to 23 billion rupees. The sum left in the fund is just 8 billion rupees. We handed a petition to the Bribery Commission against Minister Malik Samaravikrama over the misuse of Mahapala Fund. Mahapala Fund has also been used to purchase bonds. Now, proceedings of the second and final day of the annual Navam procession organised by the Gangarama temple in Colombo was disrupted due to sudden rainfall in the area tonight. The procession was halted for a brief period, but it continued parading through the streets of Sri Jinaratna Road and Nawamawatha area beautifully a short while ago. The 41st annual procession on its first day yesterday attracted thousands of locals and foreigners. The procession is organised by the chief incumbent of the Hunupitiya Gangarama temple. Now, Minister of Health Dr. Rajitha Senaratne calls on the public to shed their fears of imported milk powder as investigations have proved the dairy product to be safe for human consumption. The minister insisted that the decision was made based on scientific data and not on political motives.
Deputy Minister Buddhika Patirana recently revealed in Parliament that imported milk powder contains melamine and pig extract and therefore is not suitable for consumption. The Minister of Health held a media briefing today to respond over the matter.
It is not that we appear on behalf of milk powder, but when the quality of imported milk powder is in question, it is necessary to explain this scientifically to the public. If not, the public will be left with fear. We imposed a 90% tax on cigarettes. We imposed taxes on beverage products by multinational companies as well as their medical products. We never had affiliations with multinational companies. I challenge the people who say otherwise to show what they've done against those companies. Our actions were based on scientific data and never on political decisions. The importation of milk powder is a political decision and it can be stopped by anyone. Sri Lanka only produced 10% of liquid milk. How do we supply the remaining 90% and what will happen to the nutrition of children? The public is free to accept anything. We're here to make the public aware and it's your duty to convey this. We have checked all. It does not differ from stock to stock. It is up to you. We have not forced anyone. The Government Medical Officers Association, however, is calling for the President's intervention to resolve the issues surrounding imported milk powder. They're calling on the head of state to take over the Ministry of Health, charging that the current minister is partial to companies importing milk powder and do not have the best interests of the country at heart. Speaking at a media briefing held in Colombo today, the Vice President of the association, Dr. Sharda Kannangara, alleged that the Ministry of Health deliberately shunned the reports which say that imported milk powder is unhealthy in order to shield milk powder importers.
We have requested His Excellency the President to take over the Health Ministry portfolio because there has been mishaps which has been happening. The issue on imported milk powders. As a responsible health minister, how Mr. Rajitha Senaratne would have been acted? He has to take over the issue and scrutinize and check whether is it actually healthy for the nation. Instead of that, what he has been done, he has deliberately shunned the reports and got shamelessly protect the milk powder companies without clear evidence. As he usually does, he just came out of the blues and said the milk powders are safe. However, the things has not been tested, and even the Health Promotion Bureau has the leaflets to educate the public about the health issues related to the important milk powder. What are the conflict of interest this health minister has with the milk powder companies?
The Department of Prisons stated that an American national has applied for the vacant position of the prison's executioner. The Commissioner General of Prisons Department, Nishan Dhanasinghe, said to Ada Derana that the relevant US citizen had sent his application via an email. However, his application has been denied as only Sri Lankan citizens are recruited for the position. Applications for the recruitment of 2 new executioners commenced on the 11th of February. The Prisons Department, however, stated that despite its deadline on the 25th of February, no Sri Lankan citizen so far had applied for the job. Now, Sri Lanka has lauded the efforts of the government of Pakistan for providing opportunities to Sri Lankan youth in their capacity building. The expression was made by Minister of Higher Education Rauf Hakim during a meeting with Pakistan High Commissioner to Sri Lanka, Major General Dr. Shahid Ahmed Hashmat in Colombo. During the meeting, bilateral relations and areas of mutual interest and cooperation had also been discussed. The Pakistan High Commissioner had informed Minister Hakim about prospects of establishing Taxila Gandhi Civilization Study Centre at the University of Colombo. He had also informed the minister that in an attempt to highlight Gandhara heritage and cultural links between Sri Lanka and Pakistan, the High Commission of Pakistan will be organising an international seminar in collaboration with the Pali University of Sri Lanka in March this year. Now, Professor Chandana Jayaratna of the Colombo University's Physics Department told us about a lunar phenomenon that is to occur in a very short while. If you have clear skies tonight, please go outside and watch very closely, because there will be, or it is expected, you are expected to see a super snow moon around about 9:23 tonight. You will be able to see the moon appearing slightly bigger than usual, and it will be the brightest moon you will see during this year. The lunar phenomena, called the supermoon, occurs when the moon is on its closest proximity to Earth. On the 14th of September, Sri Lankans will be able to watch this phenomena for a second time this year. Now let's take a look at what other stories are making news across Sri Lanka.
An individual suspected to be an accomplice of underworld drug kingpin Makandure Madush has been arrested in Vattala today in connection with a robbery of gems and diamonds valued at 700 million rupees in Maharagama last year. Kasun Dhananjay, also known as Vedikande Kasun, is the third suspect to be arrested in connection with the incident. Police spokesperson SP Ruwan Gunasekara said that the robbery had found to have been planned by Makandure Madush while living in Dubai. Vedikande Kasun will be produced before the Nugegoda Magistrates Court tomorrow. A house in Kokuville in Jaffna was damaged along with a van and 2 motorcycles after a petrol bomb attack this morning. Police said that a group of 8 individuals are involved in the incident. Further investigations are currently underway to arrest the suspects. A fire broke out at a building of a cake factory in Ratmalana today. Fire brigade unit attached to the Dehiwala Mount Lavinia Municipal Council took immediate measures to douse the fire. An electric or gas leakage is suspected as the cause of the fire. A youth has been arrested over publishing derogatory posts on Facebook regarding officials attached to the Pitikala police station as well as Sri Lanka police. Police media spokesperson SP Ruwan Gunasekara said that the suspect was arrested today following an investigation conducted by the Pitikala police. The suspect will be produced before the Pitikala Magistrates Court tomorrow.
Now we got Sri Lanka's plans in the bond market coming up on the other side of this break. Stay tuned.
You are watching Sri Lanka's #1 news channel. This is Ada Derana 24.
Welcome back. You're watching First at 9. Now, Reuters reports that Sri Lanka is expecting to bring forward a plan to raise $2 billion through the bond market following the delay of an expected loan from the Bank of China. Quoting sources, Reuters went on to say the Central Bank of Sri Lanka is to issue $1 billion in dollar-denominated sovereign bonds, with the remaining $1 billion issued through bonds denominated in Panda and Samurai bonds. The central bank will seek to issue the bond in the first week of March after discussions with the International Monetary Fund end. The decision to issue bonds comes in a backdrop where a loan worth $300 million offered by the Bank of China to Sri Lanka faced delays due to long negotiations on the terms of conditions and Chinese New Year holidays. The loan was originally expected to be finalized by the end of January, along with another $700 million before the end of March. Now, data from the European Central Bank today showed that the adjusted current account surplus of the 19 countries sharing the euro narrowed to 16 billion euros in December from 23 billion euros in November, its lowest figure in 2 years. With global trade tensions intensifying and Chinese economic growth slowing, European exports have taken a hit in recent months, and the bloc's trade surplus is declining unexpectedly quickly. In the 12 months to December, the surplus was 3% of the bloc's gross domestic product, down from 3.2% in the preceding 12-month period, with the trade surplus narrowing even more. The European Central Bank earlier said it expected the current account surplus to drop to 2.7% of GDP this year and shrink further to 2.5% by 2021.
You are watching Sri Lanka's #1 news channel. This is Derana 24.
Welcome back. You're watching First at 9 and it's time to look at sports. Now, Chief Executive Officer of Sri Lanka Cricket, Ashley De Silva, confirmed to Derana that he received the report called from the manager of the national team on the post-match celebration video of the players following their win over South Africa in the first test. It was a remarkable match, but in fact, Minister of Sports, Harin Fernando, has finally broken his silence over that particular video, saying it was not a local player, or in fact any player rather, which outed the video. The video contained players voicing their views on the internal issues on the country's cricket.
මම දැක්ක අපේ ලංකා ක්‍රිකට් කණ්ඩායම බොහෝම අමාරුවෙන් බඩ ගාලා ගොඩාක් දුක් විඳලා මහන්සි වෙලා බැනුම් අහලා මිනිසුන්ගෙන් උසුළු විසුළු වලට ලක් වෙලා ක්‍රිකට් කණ්ඩායමක් ජයග්‍රහණය කළා. ජයග්‍රහණය කරාට පස්සේ ක්‍රීඩකයෝ හැටියට දන්නවා මැච් එකක් වෙනවස අපේ ආවේගය තියෙනවා ඇතුලේ තියෙනවා. පාරට ගිහිල්ලා මාධ්‍ය නෙමෙයි කතා කරේ ලෙසිං රූම් එකක් ඇතුලේ. ඇත්තටම මේක වීඩියෝ කරලා තින්නේ සුදු මහත්තයෙක් ටීම් එක ඇතුලේ ඉන්නේ. මොකද ඒ මිනිහා දන්නේ නැහැ සිංහලෙන් කියපු සිංහල ටික. ඒ නිසා මිනිහා ඒක වීඩියෝ කරලා තියෙනවා. කෙනෙක්ට අල්ලලා තියෙනවා. වෙන කෙනෙක් ඒක මාධ්‍යයට අල්ලලා තියෙනවා. ඒ නිසා ඒ සියලු විස්තර අපි තුල තියෙනවා. හැබැයි ඒකෙන් අසාධාරණ වෙන්නේ මේ අමාරුවෙන් ගත්ත ගැම්ම ඒ කණ්ඩායමට දෙන ප්‍රශ්නේ. සමන් ඔබතුමාගේ ඉල්ලනවා. තමන් ඕන දෙයක් ආදී ක්‍රීඩාවේ තමන්ගේ අනිත් ක්‍රීඩකයා විශ්වාස කරන්න. ක්‍රීඩකයෝ එකටයි. ක්‍රීඩකයෝ කවදාවත් තනි වෙන්න එපා. ගේම් ගහන්න එපා. ඊර්ෂ්‍යා කරන්න එපා. සල්සුමක් එක්ක කරපු දෙයක්. මේක පිටරට පුද්ගලයෙක්ට නම් එයාට කියන්න බෑ මම සිංහල දන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. මම කියන්නේ මේක කරපු සියලු දෙනාම කණ්ඩායමේ ඉවත් කරන්න ඕනේ. මොකද කණ්ඩායම ගැන රටේ මහ ජනතාව ක්‍රිකට් ප්‍රේක්ෂකයන් යම් ආදරයක් ඇති වෙන්න පටන් ගන්නකොට මේක විනාශ කරලා දානවා. ඩ්‍රෙසින් රූම් එක කියන්නේ පෞද්ගලික දෙයක්. ඒක අපේ ක්‍රීඩකයන්ට පමණක් අයිති දෙයක්. මොකද මීට ඉස්සරහට මීට වඩා නරක දේවල් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඊට ඉස්සෙල්ලා හිතන්නේ නියපොත්තෙන් කඩන්න පුළුවන් එක නියපොත්තෙම කඩලා ඉවර කරන්න පොරෙන් කඩන්න දෙන්න එපයි කියන එකයි මම ක්‍රීඩාමතුමාට කිව්වේ.
Now, world #1 tennis player Novak Djokovic was crowned the Sportsman of the Year at the Laureus World Sports Awards yesterday, while American gymnast Simone Biles won the Sportswoman Prize. Sportswoman of the Year, that is. Returning from surgery, Serbian Djokovic won Wimbledon and US Open in 2018 before lifting this year's Australian Open crown to claim top spot in rankings. Multiple Olympic champion Biles in November became the all-time leading World Gymnastics Championship gold medal winner with a record 14 gold haul. With 20 overall medals at the World Championships, Biles, who has also won 4 Olympic golds, tied Russia's Svetlana Korkina for the most by a female gymnast in World Championships. Recently retired US skier Lindsey Vonn was also honoured for her many career achievements with the Spirit of Sports Award.
Thank you all so I'm going to miss it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Always fight.
And that's it from all of us here at First at 9. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.